Fortunately for me, I had the skills and the ability and the lack of fear to make an impact.
Gayle, this is a promising run.
It changed the perspective of how people within the club looked at black players.
Hear what he says, people within the club. So he's telling you the club was racist. Yeah,
as well as black people.
I've told you Liverpool fans for years, the club was racist, bruv. Listen to what he's saying from within the club.
Mm-hmm. What year is that one? What year was it? 1980?
In the 80s, he made that. That was 81 Munich that you just saw.
And then Nottingham Forest took over afterwards.
Yeah, that's right. 81, 82.
He would have been the first black player to win the European Cup.
Probably.
Before Viv Anderson?
Probably. Because he won it with Liverpool.
And then afterwards, 82, 83. It's a big, so 100% big up there still, for...
but as he says, for me, it's the most damning thing he's saying is when he's talking back from within the club.
Affinity Xtra. Be extra.
The views and opinions expressed in this podcast are personal and do not necessarily represent the views of Affinity Xtra.
Yo. This is boy here watching one Affinity Xtra, celebrating us musical back origin, but you know it's that time. I'm alongside Anthony Young, you know it goes. So you got something fearless going on. This show is being recorded right in the month of October, where we celebrate Black History Month. When they actually say to us that we don't need to celebrate Black history, there is no Black history. I tell you what, Black history is basically the history that gets deleted out of the history book.
World,
you know what I'm saying?
The history of the world, bro.
They want to talk about everybody else's history, bro. Yeah, but they always want to delete our history.
The most important history.
And there's a reason why history is important, because if history wasn't important, it wouldn't be compulsory at schools.
That's right.
And the reason why you have history at school is it's a learning lesson of how you move forward. So the reason why our court system evolves and gets improved is because they make changes based upon cases which they retain in history because they tweak things up. And you go back the Act of 1978 because of a case at that time, and history shapes how we function today. Where we are today is because of history. And the thing is, when it comes to black people,
that's why where we are today.
This is why we are begging everybody else's existence and not realizing everything came out of us.
That's right.
And when I watched the video the other day, guys, I'm just gonna give you an illustration of this. I like to look at different viewpoints of history and what. So I just love it. You know what I mean? I love like videos that explain. You know what I mean? And the guy explained Christianity. Mm-hmm. The first time he talked about Christianity and sub-Saharan is being brought to us by the Portuguese in 1400. That's just the insult, guys. When
Regis
you're saying, you know,
Regis people, isn't
it? And we'll get onto Cape Verde, you know, my cousins. But anyway, but yeah, so it's clearly that it is a perspective which is very Constantine influenced, yeah. But anybody who knows what that means, you know what that means. But it's time that we discuss it, and the information is out there to make us realize that Christianity was a thriving religion within sub-Saharan Africa, and
before the Europeans came and did what they did.
But we can't.
And tried to go on like they introduced black folk to the Bible. And this makes sense. The facts is, we knew about Bible long before the Europeans came. Long before. But you know, that's what history does. Always tries to take away from the black folks and give to other races.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Give them credit.
And that's the fact. I'll just talk it as it is. You know me. But as I says, going by the black man is the original man. Facts.
Come on now.
And that's it. So get vexed as much as you want to get vexed.
Yeah.
The first person to walk this earth was of colour.
Yeah.
Know that.
I was watching a video. A youth was interviewing a Jewish guy, and he goes to this Jewish guy. This is North London because he was talking to the Jewish community there just the other day. You know, one of them youths said, and he goes to him, "Why do you guys always wear black?" He goes, "Black's the best colour
colour.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? He said, that's why I asked my dad the question. And he goes, you see, black suits, black this, everything's it's the best colour. Everything
the
comes
best colour,
and it comes out of black. Everything comes out.
That's what I'm saying. Every colour comes out of black, but black can't come from anything else.
Yellow can't give you black.
You can't get yellow out of black, blah, blah, blah. But you can't get black out of yellow, but you can get yellow out of black. You know, and as it says, everything comes from black.
White can't make black.
Exactly, bro. Exactly, bro. You understand? Exactly, bro.
You might get banned for that, you know.
You know, you get banned. When you really look at the majority, when you look at world, look at the population of the world. We are not the minority.
We're not. Bro, it's scary when you look at
people of colour are the majority. That's the facts of the world. People of colour are the majority, but they like to be, again, the historians in the world, the society likes to bridge it that everybody, that Caucasian is the superior, you know, and everything else. And we go, funny you should talk about black. Black's my favourite colour. And I remember as a kid growing up, I used to say, Mum, ask my mum, why is everything that is bad in the world black? Blacklist, black mail, black plague.
Remember the song?
The Black Death.
White is wash the snow.
Black. Everything is bad. It's black. Mourning when you're mourning.
Black widow.
Sad, you wear black. You know?
Yeah.
And this, that, and the other. Why does white represent purity? There's a question. Why does white represent purity? Why? Based on what? That's the question. You know, where did we get all this colour scheme from? Everything black. Bad is black. But it's not though. And that's what we're trying to, this is what we're saying as black
conditioned,
folks.
innit?
You know, we're conditioned to think that everything bad's black. But no, you know, black's morbid, black's this, black's that. Nah.
Black
it's like
beautiful.
nowadays, growing up as a kid, you go to funerals, standard black. Now everybody's like, oh, wear bright colours, wear this, wear that. You can't get married in black. Why? It's not a colour that you... it's a wedding and you go wear white and that. No.
And witches wear black. All right, people. We just put the teas out there, but we're gonna get into some
But
history.
we're gonna talk about history. We're talking about black history.
Because the thing is, I think sport, in terms of sport, guys, we keep telling the youths.
I've said-
you know what I'm saying? We keep talking.
I've said this. I've said this a long time as well. Because if you look at it, okay, the LGBTQ RST UVWXYZ, they have their own time in the year.
Yeah, man.
Where Premiership captains wear
the bands. Bands.
They wear laces.
Yeah.
So why can't we have in October,
everybody,
Black History Month? Why can't we have green, black, and red armbands to celebrate Black History Month? Why can't we have green, black, and red laces in October? The Premiership, everybody wears it. They do it for the LGBT community, so why can't they do it for the black folks?
Yeah,
just saying.
Yeah. We are
just
children
saying.
of immigrants, mate.
Just saying.
So,
you know
how
the
they feel
same
about
way
immigrants
they
right now.
have those, you know, because they want to highlight the LGBT thing, blah, blah.
Yeah, which is fair play.
Fine.
Yeah, fine.
So
Yeah, cool.
give the black people, this is all I've been asking for, the same preference for black folks. The same way you have, I don't know what month it comes up in the Premiership, but I know there's a time in the Premiership where they have LGBT, the captains wear the armbands and all sorts. Why can't we have that in October for Black History Month?
Yep. And then I think they're not 100%, bro. But I think
why can't we do that?
we're gonna pull out something, because I do feel that we have complained about black footballers that are retired and the lack of transparency about the truth of their journey.
Really happened.
Because I feel that a lot of young players are very ignorant towards what they're standing on. And at the same time, they don't see, oh, it's okay that player don't shake my hand, or he just called me a black so-and-so. For example, we kicked off about Enzo.
The singing on the plane and all that.
It's singing,
and then Chelsea made him captain.
You know what I'm saying? After being part of being racially abusive towards the French players. You know what I'm saying? And he's been made captain. And I seen the other day hooking up
Esteval.
I seen it, bro.
I seen it, bro. I seen it, bro.
I
I see it, bro. What you see? This is what I'm talking about, bro. Because them fraud. Listen to what I'm saying. No fraud, black players who play for Chelsea. You fraudulent geezers, Bridget. You're all frauds. Fafana's the geezer who highlighted the text of Enzo at the time. He's still at Chelsea, still bowing and still hogging him up. But hold on, you was the one who brought it out in the first place.
Bro, I'll be doing a sharing.
But you're forgiven. You're forgiven now. Nah, Bridget, that's what I'm saying. Them dirty racist clubs. I ain't taking back no talk. Chelsea's a racist club for years.
Still is, mate.
They've been racist for years. Racially to their first black player, Paul Canoville. Remember the Chelsea fans saying, Chelsea drew 1-1. And we spoke to the Chelsea fan after the game. Chelsea, the final score was Chelsea won, the other team won, so they got a point. What did the Chelsea fan say? Oh, we lost today because I'm not taking the goal off the nigger. The Chelsea fan, Paul Canoville saved Chelsea a point. The Chelsea fan says, I'm not having it. I'm not supporting that the nigger. Bro.
And
Chelsea FC, you can do whatever you want to me, bro. Chelsea fans, you can jump me on road. I don't care. You're not going to stop my word. You're a racist club. You're a racist club. And I respect Didier Drogba as a footballer. I respect all those black players who played for Chelsea as footballers for what they did on the football pitch. As men, as black men, you're all cowards. All of you. Drogba, Alex from
Ashley Cole.
Ashley Cole, that's another story in itself.
Okay.
Who else is there? Essien was there. We had Ramirez. We had the big idiot I can't take, John Obi Wasteman. Yeah, he's got a lot of talk. John Obi Wasteman.
Okay, interesting.
Talks a lot. Talks a lot about this, that, and the other. Make up his noise. Oh, players who want to play for Nigeria because England they're picking them. No, we don't want them. Shut your mouth, Bridget.
Wow.
Because when your captain was disrespecting Rio Ferdinand, I didn't hear you pipe up once, brother. I didn't hear you pipe up once, brother. No, he hasn't.
Wow.
So John Obi Mikel.
Yes, to start there.
This is an invite for you. You see us on the platform. Hit us up and let's talk. Let's talk, because I've got enough questions to ask you, because you love to run your gums. You love beating up your mouth. But what did you say to racist boy John Terry? What did you say? What did you say to him?
Nothing.
What did you say to him?
Nothing.
DDA, what did you say to him? Did you stop talking? Did you say, on the pitch we'll be professional, but after that, no, still hugging up. Oh, DDA, John Terry talk about DDA, great man, da-da-da-da-da-da.
But quick question though, quick question. When we look at the beef, we're going to look into this about within Andy Cole and Sheringham. I think everybody knew there was beef at the time because the way they didn't really hook up on pitch.
No, but Andy Cole told it though. He never spoke. It was never a silent thing.
It's business on the pitch.
He put it out there.
He put it out.
He made
business on the
people
pitch.
know.
Yeah.
He did. He was professional on the pitch. But other than that, not a chance.
So you can have.
No, that.
You can be in an environment where it's hostile. You're a bunch of people that don't appreciate you.
Yeah.
And you can say, listen, I'm doing business.
But the one thing I will say about the Teddy Sheringham and Andy Cole thing. White boy Roy Keane backed Andy Cole. Let it be known.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
When Andy Cole and Sheringham had the beef and it kicked off in the changing rooms, Roy Keane Roy Keane defended Andy Cole and him and Teddy Sheringham kicked off. And they had to pull Roy Keane back from Teddy Sheringham.
All right.
Yeah, man, we talk the thing. We know our thing, bro.
Guinness punch, man.
We know our thing around here, Bridget. We don't do the racist thing.
Yeah. All right, cool. Right, so after that start, guys, say this is a touchy subject.
We're playing with this thing, bro. It's October.
So we're kicking off. But listen, first of all, guys, we're going to kick into a video. I'm going to play the video. I'm going to put it on the screen as well, so you can see.
Is this a John Fashanu one? So this video that Roger's going to show now.
And we do moan about this team, Millwall.
It's about Millwall FC again.
We know
notorious. Notoriously known for their racial views, their right-wing views, their NF views for years. Ian Wright, if you go back to Ian Wright will tell you when he used to go to Millwall games and they'd be racially abusing people and they turn to Ian, not you, mate, you're all right. Ian Wright's own words.
Yeah. And when I see Millwall black players and so on, and I remember a black player said he come through Millwall, and my face was like,
Bro, if you remember when the old taking the knee. Wasn't there problems at Millwall then? Remember?
Yeah.
Okay.
Massive.
Let's all.
And Tony Robbins, when he first coming through, about a few, not first,
Robinson, Tom Robinson.
Tommy, how was his name?
Tony
Robinson.
Roger in names. He's not very good, bro. Trust. Yeah, but Tom Robinson, yeah.
He was doing his announcement outside outside the pitch when he was doing it because he knows that Millwall represents. Whether you watch it, whether you moan us,
Millwall in a racist club. When Tommy Robinson's out there and Millwall didn't say no, you can't be doing that right here. You can't be filming out here.
You can't do that at Manchester United.
You can't do that at Man United. You can't do that at Arsenal. You can't do that at
Chelsea.
Not even Chelsea. Notorious, known racists. You know what I mean? Again, the known ones ain't doing it, but Millwall don't care. Fair play to them. I respect them for that.
Yeah.
I respect people who are honest about it. If you're racist and you don't like blacks, come out and say, I don't like blacks face. I got no problem with that.
Yeah.
I got no problem. It's the two-faced ones who try to pretend like they like black people and they damn well know they don't and they're slagging us off.
But anyway, let's listen
to what John Fashanu's got to say for when he signed for Millwall back in 1983.
All right, cool. Let me just get to this part. So, okay, it's coming up, people. Bear in mind.
I remember this because I was 13 because I left school in 85.
Yeah.
And I remember it.
Okay.
So Millwall was the beginning of hard, in-your-face racism. The first day of my training, I turn up at Millwall. I see all these faces going into the training ground. I go in there. Hey guys, I've just signed for £120,000. It was a record, massive. Everyone I thought would be over me. And, hey guys, no one come to say. I go to shake hands with the captain. Then I won't say his name. Not interested. Push my hand away. I now look and I see that all my clothes are being cut. The trousers are.
I can't pause it.
Oh yeah, can go.
Pause. John Fashanu says he shook the Millwall captain's hand, but he's not going to name his name. His name's Nick Chatterton. We'll name him, mate. Nick Chatterton, yeah? The captain of Millwall 1983, the racist who refused to shake the black player's hand who just signed for Millwall, Nick Chatterton. Yeah, I hope you're out there, Nick. Hook us up. We'd love to hear your version of events. Carry on, much.
And they're all laughing, giggling, sniggling, and no problem. We went out for training, and all of a sudden, hey, blackie, give me the... I learned, don't start wars. Try and make things happy, go along, and don't worry, they'll stop in a little while.
Yeah. That's another thing is, that's our default setting of our generation, yeah? Is let it slide when they call you blackie this.
That's
let
what
it slide. That's what
we
we taught by our parents. Told,
turn the other cheek.
Yeah. It's the Christian way. You'll say, things will sort out. They'll see the truth in you.
Yeah.
They said this to us.
That's 1983. Yeah. We're in 2025 now. We're still doing that. We're still being told to turn the other cheek. 2025. That's in 1983, fam. Right. That's in 1983. We're in 2025 now, and that foolishness is still carrying on. But we're told black folks to turn the other cheek. We've been turning the other cheek since 1983. Man, what's it done for us?
I was 7 then, man.
What's it done for us?
I was just about to start supporting my team.
Yeah. Oh, that's wrong. I'm tired of this. I can't. My fault. My bad. I took a swing and I hit the captain. I couldn't take it anymore.
Nicky, you got punched up, Nick.
He gave me a slap back. The players, all the boys, started fighting me. George Graham stopped everybody and said,
George, before he went back to Arsenal.
Bro, imagine, bro, everybody jumping you, bro, and you literally gone, okay, I can go karate kid right now. You know what I'm saying? And you just front. But the thing is, people take it for a joke. But yo, man got jumped by his teammates, bro.
His teammates, hold on. You've been jumped by the people you're going to go on a pitch and fight for.
Yeah.
And play for. And because I'm a person, if somebody kicks down my teammate, it's on.
Yeah.
That's how I am on a football pitch. You understand? So, hold on. I've turned up for training. You've called me blackie this, blackie that. I've started a fight. John starts the fight. All the players piling and beat the black geezer up.
Yeah.
But the black geezer is still expected to go out on a Saturday
and fight for them.
And fight for this team. And do you know what's disappointing? George Graham it doesn't say like George Graham did anything.
No.
But am I surprised? No, because George Graham's a Scotsman, bro.
Yeah.
Old school Scotsman. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, school.
So we know again, bro. We know again what kind of mentality
and
was
system,
around when you're talking to them things. Because hear that.
Yeah.
Now, George Graham's supposed to come and say,
"Stop it, guys.
Stop. What do you think you're doing?
Yeah.
Listen to what George says.
Yeah.
Listen, at the end of the day, we're a stronger force if we fight together, as opposed to fighting each other. He said, Fash, stand up. The other person, I won't say his name, stand up.
Nicky
He said,
Chatterton.
you two, shake hands. So I said, it'll probably be better that he gives me a punch and I give him a punch. And then out of the blue, he punched me. I gave him a punch. But as we were fighting, we now gave a cuddle and go.
Yeah.
Come on.
Right, let me give you an illustration, bro. World War II, basically black players were seen as black soldiers, from America. These guys were coming over and had to fight with these guys. People didn't see them as worth a soldier. They didn't think they have the intelligence. They fought. I don't know why they did anyway. They fight hard just to be in the front line, and then they proved themselves, just like John Fashanu there, But the thing is, he didn't solve the problem because when they went back home, they were still segregated. So, John, you solve your temporary problem there.
But you see, look how we done it though again.
Yeah.
That pathetic. You hit him, start fighting, and then you're hugging. Brev, how are you and man fighting? Me and man fighting and hugging. And I'll tell you straight now, fam, I'm just being real with you.
Because he's saying sorry, He's not saying sorry to you.
Man disrespect me because of my colour of my skin. Me and you ain't having no conversation, brother.
Yeah.
I don't care what the manager says. Me, one of us has to go, and it'll be preferable. I'll go. I'll go because I don't want to play for this team. I don't want to play for Millwall. I don't want to play for Millwall. Not after the greeting from what John Fashanu says. First training, he's gone to calling him Blackie, and then he thumps down the racist geezer, and everybody paws in on him. Nah, bro.
Nah, so we got we took.
And you know who was at Millwall at the time, don't you?
Go on.
Edward Sheringham. Teddy Sheringham. Millwall.
Yo, all right, I don't know.
That's where it come from, innit? Him and Cascarino.
Yeah.
Come on, fam.
That long ago, you know.
Come on, fam.
Yeah.
So with the Andy Cole thing, is it surprising?
Bro, okay, talking about Andy Cole, guys, let's get to the Andy Cole situation, yeah? So let me bring this up as
Here's
well.
the next one.
Yeah, here's the one. I'm just putting up receipts, and this is an interesting one because you people don't take this as a racial thing, but they see it as two people disagreeing. But we know, is that
the connotations behind it was racial.
Yeah. As far as I'm concerned, there's a reason why
at the end of the day, can I say, Teddy Sheringham had no right to disrespect Andy Cole. No rights whatsoever.
He did nothing wrong.
Because what have you done in football? You came to Man United, you saw Andy Cole there, winning leagues and doing what he's doing. You come from Tottenham, bruv, doing nothing.
But the thing is, I think they for me, sometimes the insults of coming off the pitch for black players to come and replace you. Because I think that's the biggest insult. Imagine, bro, your Millwall cousins watching you come off for a Negro. You know what I'm saying? People can say, Roger, you gone too far with that. No.
That's reality.
But that's
the
how
reality.
they fought.
That's the reality. This is the thing. People can say this, but the only people who are going to say Roger are the people, no disrespect, are the Caucasian folk.
Yeah.
It's not going to be the black folks because the black folks we can relate. We've got stories to relate to say, I understand your pain. Yeah. But it's the white people who are telling us, but you shouldn't be like that. You shouldn't be like this. Just because you may not be like that or you may not have put black people through whatever, but white folks have done this and this is what's been happening. These are the reasons why. You understand?
I'm going to play the video because I like this one because it actually shows you what happened. Because when they talk about it, you know what I'm saying? That shows you why disrespect. Your first cap for England and you're coming on the pitch. You know what I'm saying? And you know when you're coming for, well done, kid, man, all the best. You know what I mean? Go on the pitch. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? That's what it should be like. But anyway, let's see what happens.
Sheringham fell out in 1995 when you didn't even play for the same team. And then eventually you end up playing for the same United team that goes on and wins the treble.
When he didn't shake your hand, was that before you were at United?
Yeah. 1995. Okay. What exactly did he do? He just walked off the field
went
and
to shake his hand and he just
and he just snubbed me on the line. And like I said, that was my England debut. So it is Sheringham, the man coming off. Sheringham, the man coming off.
For me, when that happened, yeah, I was embarrassed. I was going to make my England debut, and he done that. I was so embarrassed.
Is it rare to have a teammate that is just like, no, we're just not cool with each other?
I look, it's like a 9 to 5. You can't get on well with everybody.
No,
you can't.
Right. There's again us not going in for the kill. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. We're not. Again, we're always apologizing, bro, for people's bad behavior.
Because that's what we've been programmed to do, innit? We've all been programmed. That's what
badness
that's
what
they do
bro.
to us. They've been programmed to just turn a blind eye. Nah, bro, you know me, bro. You know me. That's one thing. I can turn my eye to many things. But you see, when it comes to disrespecting because of the colour of my skin, not a chance. Don't care who you are. Don't care who you are, where it is. You're getting called out on it.
But Andy Cole, and we know he's won stuff with Sheringham, so he showed that you can be professional. And we all know that he never liked to do it anyway. Still, yeah, because they weren't doing no hand claps afterwards anyway. Still, yeah, but they got things going on. But again, guys, what you have to recognise there, and one reason why we're showing is not a case of black negative history, because we celebrate that we're one. You'll see for all the struggles that we have had. And you have to realise that you have to be so good just to make it into space. Fashanu had to be by far the best player on the team. He has to be 3 times better than everybody.
Fashanu to play for England, you know what had to happen.
Bro.
Let's be fair, because John Fashanu wasn't the greatest footballer. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He weren't, bro, to be quite truthful. I'm just being real. I thought he was a bag of dirt. It wasn't as good. Want me to be honest? John was not even close to his brother Justin. Justin was the baller. Justin was the baller. John Fashanu was just a bully on the pitch.
Yeah. He knew how to look after himself.
He knew how to look after himself as Gary Mabbott and that. Yeah. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
So he started the new dance.
Yeah. So shocking, but as for the limited skills, they should never have had to go through what he went through.
No, 100%.
You know what I mean? Nobody should have to take that disrespect because of the colour of their skin. Nobody, bro. Nobody. You know, and I've said this all the time. I've been on God's earth 56 years, and I've never seen a white player, come out and say, I was racially abused by a black player. Never heard it. Never heard a black player go on the pitch and say, you're white this or you're white that or you're Asian this. Never. Black folks are always victims. And we have to defend ourselves all the time. We always have to defend. We don't start that. You don't hear.
It's going out.
Saka goes on the pitch and called Luka Magic a white this.
No.
But it's more likely that Saka's going to be called a black that.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah,
Facts. That's why Raheem Sterling, I told this man, do not sign for Chelsea, fam. Because I remember he was playing for Man City and he was racially abused by the Chelsea fans. Why are you going to sign for a club that racially abused you, bro?
Yeah.
So I don't feel no sorrow for you suffering at Chelsea now. You put yourself in there. Yeah. You put yourself there, Bridging.
And the thing is, players are just
money is not everything, bro.
Yeah.
Money is not everything, brother.
Yeah.
That's all I'll say.
Money
is not everything, because look how this club is treating you now. Look how this club is treating you now, fam. And I'm not saying they're treating you like that because you're black. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is you shouldn't put yourself in that club in the first place, because you know how the club feels about black folks.
Yeah, straight.
And if you don't believe me, go and ask JT.
But listen, right, so the next one, guys, we're whisking through this because we almost gone past our overtime as well already, you know. But listen, as a player called...
we just forget the football, we just talk about black issues.
Yeah, I know.
Do you know? Because it's that, just put it as a black
season. Yeah, black issues, yeah. Right, so there's a guy, Viv Anderson now.
First black man to play for England.
Yeah, man. Bo, you remember that game?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, I remember, yeah.
The reason I remember this because...
I was too young for you.
I was a kid,
yeah. I was too young for you.
My dad was a Nottingham Forest fan. Loved Brian Clough.
Oh, did he? Yeah, okay, snap.
My dad loved Brian Clough. And so I'd be obviously tuned and I noticed this Viv Anderson. A lot of talk about this guy, great right back, blah, 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 blah. and then he became the first black player to play for England.
Yeah.
You know, so it was quality. And I rate Viv Anderson, his career was spot. Won 2 European Cups at Nottingham Forest, played for Manchester United, played for Arsenal. That's a big career, bro. That's a big career, bro.
2 European Cups. He was a right back in it.
Yeah.
Very tall right back though.
Very tall, gangly.
You know what I'm saying?
Probably the closest thing to Saka.
Yeah. Okay.
If you had to bring past to future, that's who I'd use.
Okay.
He was the closest, like, recovery tackles. Saka reminds me of Viv Anderson.
Brilliant. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, so he's the first guy to and you know what, bro, if these guys actually played for Jamaica, anyway, so let's not, we won't go there.
It's
just like, and I'd rather go through this pain, you know, rather than cheated like kings, you know. But anyway, here's Viv Anderson.
Something was Brian Clough, simple as that.
He didn't have all that much confidence. I don't think he's got total confidence at the moment, even now.
I remember playing at Carlisle, and he said, I thought I told you to warm up. I said, well, I have been warmed up, but they're throwing bananas, eggs and pears at me. He went, you get back out there and get me 2 pears and a banana. And I got up, like I would do, young lad, 17, got out and did. Then he pulls me afterwards and says, you let people like these dictate to you, you're never going to have a career.
Easy, Brian Clough. Rest in peace, my general.
And right, I'm going to play this part now. This doesn't look dissimilar to what's going on in the streets right now.
Britain was a country divided and in recession, with a prominent far right that saw football as a place to recruit.
Sounds familiar, doesn't it?
West Ham and Chelsea.
See him there? The general.
Authorities did nothing about it.
As the 70s progressed, a group of players too brilliant to ignore braved the abuse and began to break through. West Brom took what was then the highly unusual step of including 3 black footballers in their side. Striker Cyrille Regis.
You see that kid there?
You see how the put though? Listen, as I was talking to you earlier, you see how the put? Brendan Batson, West Bromwich Albion, 3 black players, blah, blah, blah. Brendan Batson, same Brendan Batson was the first black player to play for my club, Arsenal, before he went to West Brom. Before he went to West Brom. You understand me?
Right.
So just for you historians out there, to make you know, you understand? Way before West Brom, that's the point what I'm trying to make, bro. Way before West Brom, man done it, but you see the difference, nobody talks about it.
Yeah. And teams like Leyton Orient was like the opposite to Southend. Them clubs kind of were like a feeder clubs for black players to come through.
Come on, bro. Vince Allaire, bro. Vince Allaire at Crystal Palace. Let's go and talk to him and let's ask about what kind of racial impact he had to go through.
Just to make a way.
You know, as I says, you've heard me talk about it, and Roger's going to play something later from this, but the first Scouse footballer, the first black Scouse, Howard Gayle. Gayle, first black player to play for Liverpool. Listen to his story about the late, great Tommy Smith. The late, great Tommy Smith who played for Liverpool. But listen to Howard Gayle's story about how he used to be racially abused every day at training by Tommy Smith. Come for me, Liverpool fans, okay? Because the truth is what it is.
And, I don't know. It's weird enough. When I see that yellow and green, I think that's the first football kit my dad tried to get me to wear.
Yeah. The West Brom, and you'd wear it with pride as well. You'd have been proud to wear it as well, Bridget.
You know what they did? They put it on me because I was only about. I was a youth at the time. And they said to me, "This is the Brazilian kit." I wore it like the Brazilian.
You wore it with pride, man.
Imagine. This is the culture we grew up in, you know, man.
Exactly, bro.
England, they put in. This ain't no Jamaica, bro. Brazil was the Jamaica.
Brazil represented black football. That was it. Let's be real.
Just because of Pelé.
Just because of Pelé. The greatest to kick to walk the earth. But again, let's not even talk about that. They don't even want to give that to us.
Yeah, this is it.
They don't even want to give that to us. They want to give it to a geezer who took 5 World Cups to win 1. But the black geezer who's got 3, he's not the greatest.
Got 3 from the
he started all the skills that we see now. The black geezer, Pelé. But they want to talk about the GOAT, the greatest of all time, is a little white geezer named Messi. No, it's not. Not that racist from Argentina. No, he ain't. It's a black man, very dark black man from Brazil.
African. Bantu.
You understand? Let's talk the thing, Bridget. We're sick and tired of this fake narrative, Bridget. I'm not having it, bro. I don't do it. I'll tell the truth, bro. I'll tell my kids the truth, bro. I'm telling them all the truth. You understand? The only things I'll give you props where props are deserved. The greatest tennis players to walk earth, you know, I got black sisters I can bring in there. The greatest golfer to walk the earth, black geezers. You don't like these things, bro. But these are facts.
Yeah. And we don't even play them sports. But listen, let me play because it's ironic because my dad used to go to the Albion.
A lot of black geezers did back in the day because that was the team.
That was the team. So my dad used to
could recognise the people who look like them.
And then they'll see them at night, in the night when they go and stuff. But the thing is, my dad said to me, so I said, what was it like with some of the other fans? He said, boy, Leeds fans. And he said that Man United fans were terrorisers as well. You know what I'm saying? So don't...
Leeds were disgusting.
Leeds
were disgusting.
Yeah,
Leeds. I don't forget Leeds. I remember when Arsenal played Leeds, when Wenger fielded the 9 black outfield players, and Leeds were singing, Leeds is white, Leeds is white. You were 4-0 down in 20 minutes. That's my greatest victory ever. I love that. I love watching that game.
That's recent history.
I love watching that game. I do. Love watching that game, bro. I love it. I do. Love it. That's why they hated Wenger, because Wenger done them things. Wenger was the first one to bring a team full of darkies in the Premiership.
Yeah,
before
man.
Moorinho,
Wenger.
Man. Before Moorinho followed, copied Wenger.
Yeah.
Let's not kid ourselves. He copied Wenger.
He came
to Chelsea and he thought, blacks run things.
Yeah.
They're the most athleticism.
Yeah, strongest, biggest.
They're the biggest, they're the fastest. Facts, all facts.
That's the way it goes, just like the 100 metres. But listen, let me press play, because this shows in a famous game as well. Which
against Man U?
Yeah.
Winger Laurie Cunningham
the
and
5-3
fullback
game.
Brendan Batson
I remember that
transformed the Albion into title challengers. Then in November 1978, a seminal moment, as finally a black player was selected for the England senior team.
1978.
Brendan mean to you?
Oh, it's tremendous.
I was 2.
That happened to me.
I was 9.
I mean, to be first at anything is a great achievement. That's all I ever say. And I'm very proud. I'm very proud to be an Englishman. Very proud to play for my country.
A month later, with boos raining down from the terraces, Regis, Cunningham and Batson
At your club, mate. At your club, I'm just saying. At your club.
But
At your club, I'm just saying.
My dad always talks about this game back in there. But imagine, bro, he just said, I'm a proud Englishman. Bro, sit down. You're not English. You're a British citizen. And this is where that generation falls down, bro. You're not English, brother. You know what I'm saying? If you was English, this wouldn't have happened a week later. Just like I never forget when Heskey was abused in Moldova 1 week. Yeah. The week after, a football game that I was playing at, my striker was called a monkey in front of the referee and he did nothing. So, just saying, this shows about real history, real situations. And we put the receipt. You could think this is negative, but you know not. We documenting and discussing the traumatic history because we don't want to go back there. Anyway, cool. Let me press play. Oh boy, I'm going to watch this.
United at Old Trafford.
United, you know.
Unsavoury barracking of the black players from certain sections of the crowd, which says nothing.
The man even called it, you know.
At all. Just a nicely weighted little pass for Ali Brown, who's turned inside Brian Green off. On for Regis. Oh, what a goal!
Remember?
And
Remember?
the one thing I would say, did you hear the commentator, guys? We never said it.
Yeah.
We even said, you know, the commentator.
It was a white man.
What was a white guy said, yo, and he's up in the stanchion, is hearing the monkey noises and everything. But you know what's crazy, yeah? I still rate that generation as much as I moan at them. What they did, they said, all right, I'm going to murk you off right now still, yeah? You know, you imagine when just like he's talking about Wenger and the abuse, they got the abuse and they stepped up. Go to Old Trafford back then, bro. And they said that Laurie Cunningham, they said that game where we tore up, that's when Real Madrid them were looking for him. You know what I'm saying? That's when we said, nah, you just tore up.
And do you know what? I've never checked it, but I'm sure Laurie Cunningham must have been the first black man to play for Real Madrid.
No, first English player?
No, first black player to play for Real Madrid.
Oh, he was the first English.
But I'm gonna check about blackness, bro.
Yeah.
That's what I want to check.
I'm sure he is. You're sure he was.
I'm sure he must have been one of the
There's
first
nobody
black
before him.
geezers.
Yeah. The only black player that really roamed them spaces was Eusebio. You know what I'm saying?
Eusebio and Pele.
He's Benfica. He was at Benfica.
He was at Benfica.
And Pele
wasn't allowed to come to Europe.
Bro, when you showing up,
He would have gone to Real Madrid.
Straight, bro.
Or Barcelona.
Straight after my guy, what's his name? The Real Madrid legend.
Di Stefano.
Yeah, Di Stefano. You just need to bring him play. That would have been disrespectful, bro. But anyway, let me go about this video.
Regis's ability earned him an England call-up. It also saw his life threatened.
We used to get our post, and letters were there in our cubby holes. I think Cyrille took it out, fell out. We feel something, it fell out, and there was a bullet. And I think the letter said, I'm paraphrasing, you know, if you put on the white shirt of England, this is for you.
You need to play this video to Bukayo Saka, Eberechi Eze, Marcus Rashford, and all those geezers of my complexion who think they're English. All of you, like, and you know my thoughts.
US, you know.
You know my thoughts already. Bukayo.
Yeah. Bukayo.
Whatever your name, I can't pronounce. I always have a problem. But
Saka.
Here's the problem. Why do you think you're English? Saka is not an English name, and I know you've never seen a white girl called Bukayo.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying, bro? So why do you feel English, bro? You was raised in a Nigerian household by two Nigerian parents, and I know they're speaking their native tongue, so why do you feel English, bro?
But the thing is, Anthony, we have to realise, you're going back into the 80s now, guys. As much as guns is a big thing, people could say gun crime, but to post a man a bullet, bro... I don't know the trade.
In the 80s, really, bro. In the 80s.
Bro. You know how expensive that was? In the
80s, bro.
Bro, to find a bullet.
Early 80s, right.
To find a bullet to send to somebody, you have to go. And then, so don't play for England. This is what these play, and this is why I rate Batson for saying it, because there's plenty more where that came from, and they're not saying it. Because like Fashanu, if I have that covert, don't worry about it, let's keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? Oh, this leaks in the past. Not realising that it regurgitates itself up in the future through social media, through marches, through over too many flags going on out right there still here right now, bro. You know what I'm saying? Nationalism.
Yeah, what's all that flag you're driving around, you're seeing flags all over the game. Flags all over the place. What's all that about, bro? You know, and then the next question I've got to ask is why is all the white folks turned on Gary Neville for talking what he says? Gary says what he says, bruv. Why is it? Because you think he's supporting black folks or something? What is it?
Gary Neville called it out for what it is, and what you have to realise, we just played a video where it showed the UK was in recession, yeah, and football and let's be real, UK is financially not great right now. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, and I always said to people, when there's recession, the contents of man, the real contents, when everything's thriving, bro, 10, 15 years ago, it was like, you are Anthony, yeah, of course, bro, yo, you know, so of course, some Xtra and yeah, man, kosher and all this business, yeah, man, wearing a, but now, the flag, yeah, mate, and then walk past you, you know what I'm saying? Because it's your fault, because they said, no, we gotta take care of our own. It always is about taking care of our own, yeah. And for me, people say why you need to talk about it. I think we need to talk about this because we need to talk about it from the perspective of going, nobody listens to our side of the story and how it affected us growing up, watching John Barnes being racially abused on a pitch as a youth. So if the man, I'll never forget this. Uruguay beat England at Wembley. And England never lost at Wembley at all. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? After years, Uruguay beat them. John Barnes was on the pitch. I'll never forget him getting booed off the pitch. He got booed while he was playing.
Yeah, I remember.
And you think
I remember when they asked him after and they said, like, did it affect you? And he says, yeah, it was hurtful. It was hurtful for him.
Well, why was he booed? Why was he singled out?
Because of the colour of his skin.
And the thing is, and then you're going to say to me, But Roger, everything's okay. Mama, no, it's not. Because it's clear that your default setting is to go against me. You know what I'm saying?
At the end of the day,
and how does it affect a young black
Facts,
youth?
if we look at it now, even in modern day, you're talking about there. Let's bring it more forward.
Mm-hmm.
We can talk about the Euros when the black players missed the penalty and how the country went on.
Mm-hmm.
But a couple of years later, when Harry Kane missed the penalty against France in the quarterfinals of the European Cup, of the World Cup, I don't recall.
Yeah.
I don't recall England fans making up a sing and dance. I don't recall Harry Kane being really abused, online abuse.
Oh yeah, for his missed penalty.
Yeah, I don't recall that,
France,
bro. I don't recall this. What I'm trying to show you. I don't recall that. But the three geezers who missed the penalty for England cost them. Look what happened to them.
Still going to his day.
Look what happened to them.
Yeah.
I mean, it shouldn't have happened to anybody, but Marcus Rashford was feeding people, bro.
Yeah.
And those same people he was feeding, who
come on, man. I said it,
were
bro.
people,
I said it.
Were the people who
come on now.
Defaced his Muriel.
Yeah.
And disrespected.
Yeah.
You understand? And my point is this.
Yeah.
What's the difference of Marcus Rashford missing a penalty and Harold Kane? The only difference is the colour of the man's skin.
Yeah.
But you lot will tell me I'm a troublemaker to say this, but I'm just showing you the facts.
Mm-hmm.
When Marcus Rashford, Jadon Sancho and Bukayo Saka missed penalties for England, look what happened. The abuse, the racial abuse they took, the racial abuse that went on around the country, black people being attacked randomly around the country because of that. Yeah. But when Harry Kane, 2 years later or a year later, missed the penalty, quarterfinals, got England eliminated from the World Cup, it was peace on earth.
Yeah,
it was peace on earth.
Peace on earth.
It was peace and quiet.
Goodwill to all men and that.
You know what I'm saying? It was goodwill to all men and that. But a black geezer misses, it's a problem.
Yeah, but
then you wonder why we say what we're saying. Because we're scapegoated because of the colour of his skin. The white boy missed the penalty, nothing's done. The black man misses a penalty, he's racially abused, and all sorts. And that's what we're trying to show you people.
Yeah. And the thing is, every time in the UK, not every time, majority of times when individuals, not only footballers but individuals in the media get a voice, and a voice gets heard, they kind of twist up their voice and curve back on certain things, professionalize, I would say they would call it, and keep out the truths just to maintain their position. And it's a shame, but I want to get to something because something that Anthony used to say, the first black player, he said Howard Gayle.
First black player to play for Liverpool, yeah, Howard Gayle.
And I remember you saying about, you said something about him months ago. And then I bumped into the video. Now, it's taken Liverpool to do something for Black History Month. How many decades? You know what I'm saying?
For real, bro. Real talk.
You know what I mean? They
didn't even do a John Barnes meet. Howard Gayle.
Yeah, but.
And look how John Barnes is to Liverpool.
Bro,
you understand what I'm saying?
Listen, it must be what my friend Anu doing up in there with the Liverpool Gospel, the festival they do in Liverpool. They might be going, boy, guys, guess what? It's Black History Month, so they're getting excited around it. But either way, they talk about Howard Gayle, something they already mentioned. It's not until I watched this video I realized, like, dude, like Viv Anderson, man was in the final. Man was in the final, my bro. In the final, had to come off the pitch for. My guy, is it Keegan or Dalglish?
Dalglish, yeah.
Dalglish comes off the pitch and you're replacing Dalglish, you know.
Kenny Dalglish. And Howard Gayle was a good footballer, you know. He's a good player. That's the worst thing about it. Yeah. He was a good player, fam, and then he left Liverpool and he went to BCFC. Yeah. And when he went to Blues, that's when Blues are frightening. There was considered the hardest team. There was Tony Colton in goal. There was Howard Gayle. There was Kevin Donovan. All bad lads. Mark Dennis. When it comes to the fight, nobody wanted to trouble Blues, bridging. No Blake. Blues were bridging. Blues was solid, bro. When it came to the fight thing, ask anybody about that team. Howard Gayle, bro, I'm telling you. Just go Villa Park and all them things.
What year was that about when Howard Gayle went there?
Howard Gayle, I think I was still at school, so Howard Gayle would have been about 84, 83, 84, 85 around that time.
How long was he there for?
Probably about 3-4 years.
Okay.
At the time, because there was a serious team at the time. You know, Blues always been up and down.
Yeah, up and down. Yeah.
But they had
They were second division at the time.
They had a good score at the time. Howard Gayle was there, but Blues fans will tell you, bro, that there was notorious. But no, when it comes to the fighting thing, that Blues team there, You didn't want to book them up on a dark night, bro. not Blues, bro. You didn't want it, bro.
What the fight there?
You didn't want it. But yeah, Howard Gayle was a good footballer, bro. And I remember Howard Gayle won again because as a young kid watching that, you watch and think, oh, there's a black player. And Liverpool, and you know how much I love the Scouse accent. So seeing this geezer, and he could ball as well, so I was proud of him. It made me even more proud of him. But then I remember watching a story and he talked about training and he spoke about Tommy Smith. Now, Tommy Smith is a Liverpool legend, bro. But Tommy Smith made Howard Gayle's time at Liverpool disgusting. He used to call him black this, black coon, all the rest of it. Liverpool FC, bro.
Yeah,
so
but
that's why nobody can't tell me about Liverpool FC. That's why I got a lot of black friends who support Liverpool FC and I have them out all the time.
And Liverpool's like, they're culturally, when it comes to black people, different there because they come from, they were like a generation, they're like a generation ahead of everybody because they had, for some reason, they had black people before black people was even around the place.
Because of the docks and that, because of the docks and the slave trade and that. Yeah. So Liverpool people knew about black folk. They'd seen black folk and that. Passing through from the trades, the trades at the
Liverpool and Cardiff were the places, man. Cardiff and
very big black population in Cardiff
for years.
You know, and first-hand experience going to Liverpool as a kid, got young and being confronted by mixed race people calling you black nigger and that, and I'm thinking, hold on, you're mixed, bro. So you've got some form of nigger in you, but you want to call me the N-word, and that again, that's synonymous with Liverpool folk.
But
especially mixed race folk in Liverpool, it's like.
But they're switching code now, bro. Because my guy,
come on,
because my guy from Adolescence now, the guy that was in Adolescence, that series on Netflix about the boy.
Oh, the Stephen, whatever, the actor.
Yeah.
He's mixed race as well.
Yeah, no. But they're jumping on side now because he could hide his place.
But not for them, no, bro. Because if you look at him like Ross Barkley.
Yeah, come on now.
Ross Barkley, bro. It's only because we out him. We've outed Ross Barkley. All you people out there, Villa fans, Everton fans.
Wait, check man. Osman.
Leon Osman, all these guys are some mixed race youths, bruv.
Or hiding, hiding in places.
Ross Barkley's dad's Nigerian, fam. Don't get it twisted.
Right,
you know what I mean? A lot of these Liverpudlian mixed race dudes need to check themselves, bro, and identify who you are, who you really are, and acknowledge who you are.
Respect it, man.
Ross Barkley. You didn't have to wait for an England call-up. You could have been playing for the Super Eagles, brother.
Bro, and listen, man. Well, let's not go.
You know what I mean? You're as Nigerian as Saka. Facts. You're as Nigerian as Saka, bro.
Wow.
I don't know where Leon Osman's blackness comes from, but Leon, there's blackness in you and all.
But come, we're running out of time. We're going to do this video. So what I'm going to do, I'm speeding up slightly. You know what I'm saying? Howard Gayle. So it's Howard Gayle. We're going to end on this point because it's...
But what I would say to people, before we play this, Howard Gayle, if you want to know any more, just go and do your research, bro. Put in Howard Gayle and Tommy Smith and listen to his story. What Tommy Smith, the legend, who used to play for Liverpool, how he used to make his life hell from a racial perspective, daily.
And they never publicly apologise, do they? But anyway, it's best way.
I'll tell you what.
Speed up slightly. Let's take it for you.
My name's Howard Gayle, the first black player to play for my football club, Liverpool FC.
And Liverpool send on Howard Gayle.
Growing up in Liverpool, it was tough for a young black lad like me. I faced racism everywhere I went. I went on to play a part in one of Liverpool's historic European shrines. I'm beyond proud of the path that I chose and the path that I've made for future footballers. And now when you look at the team, more than half of the team are black players. So it's a huge achievement on my behalf, and I'm just grateful that I had the chance to play an early role in it.
Man himself.
How are you, lad?
I'm good, thank you. Yourself? Good to see you.
How's things?
All good, all good. You gonna watch it on? You gonna watch it? Yeah. Cool. I'll catch you after, yeah? Enjoy.
Great ball. Oh, get in.
That's Wally still.
It looks like, do you know what it reminds me of? Gigi Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a good thing.
Hey, you see,
skip the other ones.
Somebody offered him a tenner to let it in. It's nice to get all better than I see. Oh, come on now, with these on. Hey, with these wellies, eh?
With these wellies on.
How are you, bro? Hey, you're going to love it here. Thank you. You're going to love it here. This is the place to be.
No, you're not.
Me born here, yeah.
You guys from the same area?
Yeah.
What area is that?
Toxic.
Born in Amsterdam. I just lived there for a while. My mum and dad both Ghanaian.
Ghanaian?
Yeah, both Ghanaian.
Wow.
I'm a Ghana boy. Curtis, what, you got Nigerian, you?
You're Nigerian, aren't you? My grandfather, Ghana.
Oh, really?
Yeah, my dad, Sierra Leone.
Yeah? Okay. Hi.
I was born in Toxteth in 1958 in the heart of the black community. 6 months after I was born, we moved to an area in the north end of the city. I wasn't growing up in a black community, I was growing up in a white community. I faced racism on the streets, I faced racism in school, I faced racism everywhere I went. There was a time of racial tensions between the community and the police, and it led to, in 1981, a full-scale riot. It was tough for a young black lad like me. Well, my club was Liverpool, watching.
So, Anthony, at the time, 80s, that's when riots are busting off all over the country. Yeah. So you know when you talk about that, guys, don't you have to realise riots are busting off in every Brixton, Handsworth at the time. And the thing is, now, when you're black, and I can kind of relate to this sometimes. Yes, definitely. Well, sometimes, yes. Because I was born Handsworth, but grew up in a white area, yeah? You do have a privilege, even though you have a struggle over your black colleagues. You know what I'm saying? You do get more opportunities. But they got the struggle of the racism. It's a weird thing. You actually do get further in life because you're in a system which actually is being funded and supported, and you get further. So my friends at my age, I grew up went to schools in the inner city. I ended up with way more GCSEs and education than them guys. But I faced a hell of a lot more abuse and whatever. But my mentality was different. So I appreciated coming out and getting the investment, but the abuse, the racial abuse was on even though I'm younger than him, but it's a weird thing when you see the riots are going on and you're outside the ends and you may just go there for it was like a weird thing. It was like, who struggles this? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So you're watching and everybody's looking at you when you walk in. Oh, were you at the right? Like, were you at the riots? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's a weird thing.
Gayle and St. John and Kevin Keegan. I elevated myself from playing in the park to playing in Liverpool's first team.
And Liverpool send on Howard Gayle to make his first team appearance for them.
It was one of the proudest moments of my life. At one time, because of the racism, I was talking about packing it all in. But I was somebody with a strong character. I had a strong family. They made me aware of what I was doing, how it was breaking down barriers, and it would help the next black person who may enter into Liverpool.
Howard Gayle comes in to score his first goal for Liverpool.
Well, Curtis, here you are, you're coming back into the area. It's really pleasing for me to see.
So, just emphasising the point that our generation had as well, is you got told, and we don't talk this to our youngsters. This is why I believe that our youngsters are just representing poorly right now. Yo, Auntie, when you leave the yard, you're representing the young family and you're representing black people. So don't embarrass yourself out of the road. You know what I'm saying? You're representing your people. You know what I'm saying? People don't get told that now. Youngsters have said, you're just representing yourself. Just keep us, but you don't realize that your negative behavior out there
reflects on all of us
black people. But we don't have that mentality right now. We just say, yo, just if you have to sell out your own. If you behave bad, we don't business about the people that look like you. That's not on there. We don't deal with colour now. Colours is not an issue. But now we've gone backwards in terms of how people see us because we've had that mentality.
Oh yeah.
A Scouser, somebody from our city who's from a realm of culture, succeeding. The fans love you and they trust you and look forward to seeing you play. Back in the day when I was playing, you could hear all the racial remarks coming from the terraces and that, whereas football again doesn't allow that no more. How did that impact you?
In a positive way, actually. I don't know if everybody knows, but obviously I'm from a background of Nigerian as well. Yeah. Brought up in an area and a surrounding where it's predominantly black. The biggest thing that I always say is never be ashamed of your skin. Whether that means that you're black, you're white, you're Asian, anything it is, go and use that and go and be proud and go and be the best that you can be. And what I would like to ask you is, when you was younger, I feel that you would hear more stuff than what we would hear now. So I'd like to ask you is how did you handle all your type of things?
Well, when I first started playing for Liverpool, I was receiving the stuff from inside the club that I was receiving on a match day.
Wow.
Yeah, what you said about Tommy, yeah.
And said, you're in a position now where you represent all of us.
100%.
And you've got to do your stuff on the pitch. Yeah. That's the best way that you can promote our community 100%. And our culture. Fortunately, again, for that period,
See,
I was
as
able
he says
to.
there,
yeah.
that he had to go through a day-to-day, even from inside the club. That's what I'm talking about. Tommy Smith. I ain't scared like these people. I'll name him Tommy Smith, bro.
Yeah, man. We call that the Millwall guy.
Tommy Smith, bro. We call him name. And I don't speak ill of the dead.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
But he was a racist man and he used to make our girls' life
hell.
Go and Google it. Check it out from lying. Check my file. I don't lie on these things, bro.
So Ricky said interesting, they're talking, but didn't they had that racist thing this season already, Liverpool?
Yeah. The first game, Semenya. Let's talk about it. One of their own fan, disabled fan, racially abusing the opposition.
But I'm not saying Curtis Jones said he's cleared that now, but he said that that don't really happen anymore. But I'm like, bro,
whatever.
You are blocking out what you need to hear. You know what I'm saying? You're blocking it out, man. You're blocking it out.
To do that, there were a lot of black players who failed because they couldn't handle the racial abuse.
True.
All the trauma that I went through, I used it all to my own benefit. When somebody shouted racial abuse on the pitch, that would spark me. My motion was to tear the back out of him and humiliate him. And I did that on many occasions. Munich thought that we were beaten before we'd even got on the plane. I didn't know that I was going to be on the bench.
They're the substitutes on the Liverpool bench.
And within 5 minutes, I was on the pitch, replacing a legend in Kenny Dalglish.
There's an untried youngster going to get his shot. Here he is, Howard Gayle.
Fortunately for me, I had the skills and the ability and the lack of fear to make an impact.
Gayle, is it a promising run?
It changed the perspective of how people within the club looked at black players.
Hear what he says, people within the club. So he's telling you the club was racist. Yeah?
As well as black people.
I've told you Liverpool fans for years, the club was racist, bro. Listen to what he's saying from within the club.
What year is that one? What year was that? 1980?
In the 80s, he made that. That was 81 Munich. You just saw.
And then Nottingham Forest took over afterwards.
Yeah, that's right. 81, 82.
He would have been. Would he have been the first black player to win the European Cup?
Probably.
Before Viv Anderson?
Probably. Because he won it with Liverpool.
And then afterwards, 82, 83. So 100% big up there still. Yeah.
But as you said, for me, it's the most damning thing he's saying is when he's talking back from within the club. That's the scary part, bro. This geezer's going to training every day, being racially abused, and he's probably telling somebody in the club, blah, 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 and nothing is being done. Listen to what he's saying, bro.
But also, these are the guys now, yeah. Now, this is the only reason why we know this is because football's a public sport now. We go back. Now, the biggest complaint about black men that are in their 50s and 60s now and going into 70s is their failure to their community. Now, we are meant to be the breadwinners for our community. When you go into spaces of work, this football was not uncommon space for racial abuse in the workplace. That was just normal.
Standard.
It is normal.
Standard.
So you had a generation of guys where, as Tony said there, he said something significant. He said, listen, very few survived because of the racial abuse, and very few black men survived the workspace because of the racial abuse. And then they couldn't provide for their community. They couldn't stand up for their community because they were told you only accept you in these low jobs. Yeah, hence why you had riots, because they got fed up and frustrated of being treated badly. And I think oftentimes people look at our community and blame our community. And I'm not blaming everybody else and do it, but these are you have to contextualize the environment for a generation of children that were first generation born here, what they were facing. And then you watching people that don't look like you provide for their families, and you can't just go to a job and just have peace and provide. You can't be the best. You know what I'm saying? So footballers didn't, if you just drop out of the workplace, young footballers, you don't drop out of the workplace and you find another job. A lot of times you drop out and there's depression. Bro, you're depressed. You do things you shouldn't do. And then, unfortunately, we get stopped 10 times, 20 times like even everybody else, and we get caught in doing the wrong things, and then you criminalise, and then you're stuck. Can't provide for your family. You got little ones, and you're stuck. I'm not justifying crime. I'm not justifying anything. I'm just looking at the environment at the time that we struggled today, let alone back then. So these guys have got through, and how Gayle could have had a better career if he came through now. Let's be 100.
Of course.
Yeah, it was 100.
100%.
Yes, sir. These guys were literally lamb chops. They were just like Cyrille got too far in his career, you know, man. Loic Conham got kicked out of his career, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yes, he died, but let's be real. When he was at Real Madrid, he got kicked off in training. He got brooked up.
Got brooked up in training. Got brooked up when he came back to England, played for Wimbledon.
Yeah.
Got brooked up when he played for Man United.
Yeah.
Everywhere he went to, Larry Conham got kicked because he was a baller.
Yeah.
He was ahead of his time.
Yeah.
Larry Conham was.
He'll get protected now.
If Larry Conham was around that, you've talked about Saka and that.
You couldn't touch him.
Couldn't touch Larry Conham. What Larry Conham was doing back then, when people could kick you, bro.
Yeah. And pitches were terrible.
People were being attacked, bro.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. So that's why I rate those old footballers compared to today, because, bro, man, we're getting kicked down. Remember when Pele was getting kicked down? You didn't even have subs.
Bro, listen, man, Pele got carried off the pitch.
Yeah, exactly, bro. That's how they had to stop, man. They had to make sure he got carried off the pitch.
Yeah.
66. That's the only reason England won the World Cup in 66, because they kicked Pele out the World Cup.
The Portuguese.
Yeah. Kicked him out the World Cup because Brazil would have won that.
Yeah.
Standard. Standard.
Trust me. And Portuguese beat them, and they had they had to kick him off the pitch, and they had Eusebio. They had to resort to that, bro. You know what I'm saying? So that's the way it goes. But now, guys, I think today's show, we had to kind of really share some of the traumatic scenarios that footballers
black players have had to go through over the years, and we've used it. Yeah. We've done that today because October is Black History Month.
Yeah.
You know, so we just thought we'd dedicate the show to some
and salute them.
To talk the thing. To talk the thing and say this is 2025 and this is the crap that we're still having to put up with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Funny you should talk about it. Up until last week when England went to, where did they play? Slovenia, is it? The last game?
Oh, Serbia.
And there was a big question about, if English players are racially abused, what's the protocol? What's the protocol, you know? Bro, when they got abused in Bulgaria, they was talking about walking off the pitch. Yeah. So that was Bulgaria about 2 years ago. 2 years
hungry.
2 years on, you're asking what's the protocol? If players to be racially abused, listen, it shouldn't. And this is what I was saying. Harry Kane, and then, bro, all right then, I'm a black dude, and we've gone to play an exhibition game, for argument's sake, in Jamaica. And the majority of the teams, so we've got a squad of 25. But out of those 25, I've got 12 white players. Now, we go to this stadium and they're being all racist. I'm not bringing the white players out there to be racially abused. And I'm a black dude because they're being racially abused by the black people. I'm not allowing the white people to go out
and face that rubbish.
Why should I? Yeah. And these are the questions I have to ask Harry Kane. Why would you want to see Saka out there being racially abused, bro?
Because it's not seen as bad, bro. It's
you know what I mean? And this is the thing and this is the problem, as Roger was saying earlier. They get into, how do you know how that's affecting Saka when he goes home? How's that affecting Eberechi and all those other cancers and all those other black players in the England squad? How do you know how that's affecting them as individuals away from this football pitch? But you lot don't show no. You talk about England, this, that, and the other, but you're not solidarity. You don't hear racial abuse and think, Harry goes, come on, we're going off the pitch. You have to have some big discussion and discuss and agree with the FA. No. You shouldn't have to do that because there's black players on the pitch. You're feeling what the abuse that being. So you should just take them off the pitch.
Yeah,
there shouldn't be no.
And I think
you know what I mean.
You mentioned the FA there, brother. Yeah, and I want to end in this note, and I know this for a fact. And the FA can contact us and want to speak to us. But the joke is, I'm the equality diversity officer in the Christian League, and this is a fact, guys. Yeah. That the only way to press charges on a discriminational viewpoint is through the police. There's no FA. The FA has actually got no rules, nothing in place, even though they got more countries signed up into the FIFA system and ever, yeah. But there's no rules that really protect players going down to this country that, and the FA is based in London. They see that, well, no, not based in London, sorry, they're based up in that place. But anyway, they got enough black footballers in the Premier League to know, say, but we need to get a handle on this, or we need to bring in at least something in place to protect. You know, when the player racially.
Tell you the truth, I think England needs to have they got their PFA.
Yeah.
They need a BPFA, black players. Yeah. And I say this.
Why they try to do it for kick out the rest
and
of
I say this because at the end of the day, we live in an everyday society. Now we have unions and stuff like that for these things. Now, I've been on the end of racial discrimination in the workplace.
Yeah.
And majority of the people who I have to go and report to then about this racial discrimination is a white people.
Person, yeah.
Now, I've gone away frustrated on many of occasions because the person who's representing me doesn't understand
the journey. Yeah, yes,
doesn't feel, hasn't felt that.
Yeah,
being called the N word or hasn't felt it, so they don't. So when I'm reporting it to them and I'm telling them I want this done, they say, oh yeah, but we can't do what? No. Why can't you do that?
But this is the thing is where
this is the problem.
Let's kick out racism is meant to be that representative, and that's the thing
but
for
who's
me.
Representing them?
Yeah, but
who's
the thing
representing them?
He's not a black person.
Exactly. So there's the problem. There's the problem.
But the thing is, that's the thing is things have been put in place, and we're not in there to sort it out. And for me.
Going back to where I was going, and I'm with the G&B union, and I've been with them. My mum was the first black shop steward for them.
Okay, cool.
When she worked all those many years ago, and I've been with them. But I'm still with them, but I've joined a specific union that specialises for black people of colour. So when there's a problem, like if I've got a racial issue at work, it's a black person who's representing me. It's a black person who's supporting me. So when I'm telling them the story, they may not have been through it, but they're going to half see where I'm coming from because they're a person of colour. So they're going to see, I understand why Anthony feels so bitter, why he's so angry. Because some of these white people, they're like, but Mr. Young, why are you so angry?
Yeah.
Hold on a minute, man's disrespecting me because of the colour of my skin. You ask me why I'm angry.
Yeah, bro.
That's why I'm angry, bro. And you don't get it because but you can't be. No. And that's what I'm saying. I think you should have a BP specific for the black players. Yeah. So when a black player who's, all right then, for instance, we'll use the Anton Ferdinand situation. Now, Anton Ferdinand's been racially abused by whoever. Yeah, by whoever. Now, he would have felt a lot stronger going to the case if he had a Roger Moore or an Anthony Young representing him than White Boy Joe who represented him.
Yeah.
Because the White Boy Joe is only going to talk, he's not going to talk from a place of, I felt this man's pain.
That's like legal aid, don't it?
There you go.
It's like
so that's what's happened.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, and again, it is what it is. And you're not going to win a case for racial discrimination when all the people on the case are white. You're not going to win a case like that. Let's be real. It's not going to happen. A jury of 12 people ain't going to find that white geezer was guilty of racially abusing you. It's not going to happen, bro. Let's just talk, be honest. So again, these things, how can we... I've been to things where I've been in the workplace and I'm talking to white folks and I'm asking, because I'm faced like that, you know me, Raj. How come you got no black people in the in the thing?
Yeah.
Because they're going to be listening to a black man's story.
Yeah.
Oh, it might be a bit biased if a black person's on the thing, because...
Oh, they look at the biasness there.
But they look at the biasness there, but they don't look at the biasness otherwise. This is what we're talking about.
Yeah, I'm saying.
These are the things that we're talking about.
Yeah. And I think, guys, the reason, again, we ran out of time now, but the thing is, end of the day, what I do not like the spirit of is, it's never going to change. That's rubbish to me, because end of the day, we preach against sin every week, but I can argue and say it'll never change as long as, you know what I mean, there's sin in the world. Yeah. So I'm not having that. Once again, racism is the acceptable sin in society, in us, and also
we're trying to change everything else. Racial abuse is cool.
It's cool. You know what I'm saying? It's acceptable sin when we talk about many things. It's acceptable sin when it comes to in church as well. It's like, we'll back you even if you're racist. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know, and I see it too often. Yeah, that it's don't worry. It's just one guy just racially abused him. You don't have that fire. You know what I'm saying, when it comes to racial abuse, and we do. We do, and I think that, and if we don't do, it really is a scary time for the next generation. But they can't look up to people who says, be proud of who you are when you look in the window. You know, it is a bit frightening when you wake up and you drive past King's Standing Circle and you see 50 white flags, England flags and GB flags all over the place. When I know, say, as a youth, I've never seen that, and that area was notorious. And you think to say that, would I want my son to walk around there by himself at night? Yeah? Or you could say I'm going too far with this. I feel like, whoa, are we going back to the 80s with this mindset? And hence why the reason for a lot of times for us to go back is because one thing I realized, nothing's going to change if we don't hear our stories. Yeah? Our stories, we always get stopped. No, Auntie, don't. We got you. Yeah. Slap on the wrist. Yeah. Cool. Carry on to work. But they never listen to you, bro. They just give out the judgment quickly. Yeah. Let's get this over and done with. Yeah. Suarez, you get 9-game ban. Let's do this quickly, man. We don't want to hear the story. We don't want to hear the context. We don't want to hear the background. We shut it down quick. You know what I'm saying? Because we'll do a judgment which is safe enough to for everybody to get back to normal. But watch when we do something wrong. Yo, career done. So, guys, a tough subject today. Football, blackness, sports, blackness. A lot of great men.
And women.
Yeah, and women. And let's be real, a lot of them men, you never heard their voices through the 90s TV, 2000s TV. You know what I'm saying? You never hear about them growing up. But now they're on it, which is great. But you can imagine they were struggling financially through some periods and whatever. So they had a great careers and they just had to just carry on fighting. You know what I'm saying? So
it's funny.
Yeah.
Right. It's funny Liverpool FC can still use John Barnes to be an ambassador, but don't use our Gayle. That's all I've got to say. And as our Gayle says, look how many black players are playing for Liverpool now.
It's because of him.
So why didn't you use the first? Why didn't you give the job to the first black geezer to play for Liverpool? Why didn't you give him a job to be an ambassador for your
and
club?
He's a local Liverpool guy.
Talk stuff, bruv. And this is my point, but you use John Barnes, the token.
Yeah.
But the real.
Yeah.
Because he talked the thing. And he's talking the thing about the racism in the club.
Yeah.
That's why he ain't got a job. But John, who always sits on the fence with his racism.
Yeah. We love to interview you, John Barnes. We love you.
I'd love to interview Gayle, bro. I got more respect for him.
Yeah. Come back to
I got more respect for our Gayle.
Well, mate, message him, you know.
We should.
Yeah, bring him down, man.
Bring him down. I'm John Fashanu.
Take him, man. Imagine doing the interview walking past the Blues ground again.
He's a Blue Nose, bro. Come to Birmingham, bro. I know you was a big Blues player when Blues used to have the Patrick kick. Made by Patrick. Man. I remember we went to Villa Park, 1-2-0. Our Gayle scored the goal. I was there.
Okay, snap. Okay.
They beat Villa 2-0. Our Gayle scored at Villa Park. And if I remember, Blues had the white top on, blue shorts, red socks. That's how much I remember the game there. Our Gayle, my Jenna. Yeah. Kicked off, bro.
Yeah, okay. So listen, guys. Thanks for listening today to the show. We just reminiscing over some great guys.
Okay, on racism. There's Tommy Smith.
Yeah. Yeah, man, talk the thing, and that's why he got. That's why he said he just now he's coming out because my man can come out now. You know the one there. But listen, guys, nothing but love, Anthony. Love, man. Respect for your time, man. Yeah, and nothing but respect.
What's going on, people? I'm DJ H, and make sure you check out all the stuff Affinity Extra's got going on, man. We've got loads of content, loads of things coming out. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel, you know. Listen, don't go anywhere, you know. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Subscribe is the main thing. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, like it, and share it with your brethren, yeah?